Hello everyone, this video is in continuity with the previous video of chapter tissues. In that video we have discussed connective tissue proper, skeletal tissue and types of skeletal tissue, that is cartilage and bone. Now in this video the learning objectives will be vascular tissue, types of vascular tissue, that is blood and lymph. We'll discuss in detail about muscular tissue, types of muscular tissue, that is striped, unstriped and cardiac muscle fibers. We'll also discuss in detail about nervous tissue. Now students, we will discuss third type of connective tissue, that is vascular tissue. It is the fluid tissue that keeps on moving in the body. It helps in the transportation of various materials such as gases, excretory products, hormones, etc. It is different from connective tissue proper because of the presence of ground substance called plasma in place of matrix. Here you can see plasma is present. It is of two types, that is blood and lymph. If we talk about blood, it is red colored, sticky, alkaline, slightly saltish in taste, heavier than water, fluid tissue. It forms 8 to 10% of the body weight in vertebrates. It is made up of two parts, that is plasma and corpuscles. Now students, we will discuss plasma. This is straw colored clear fluid that forms 55% of the blood. Major constituent of plasma is water that forms 90% of it. The remaining 10% of plasma is made up of proteins, salts and hormones, etc. Now students, second part of blood is corpuscles. These are non-dividing cells that form about 45% of the blood. These are of three types, that are RBCs, which are known as red blood corpuscles, WBCs, which are known as white blood corpuscles, and blood platelets, which are also known as thrombocytes. Here you can see plasma is present, which is a clear fluid, and there are white blood cells, red blood cells and platelets. Now students, we will discuss first type of corpuscles, that are RBCs. These are the most abundant corpuscles and are about 5 million per millimeter cube of blood. These are biconcave. Word bi means two, so they are concave on both sides. Denucleated. Denucleated means deprived of nucleus, or you can say they lack nucleus. Disc-like in mammals, but oval, biconvex and nucleated in fishes, amphibians, reptiles and birds. They contain red colored respiratory pigment called hemoglobin that helps in the transportation of oxygen. WBCs. These are irregular amoeboid phagocytic cells. Phagocytic cells are the cells which engulf foreign particles with one to many lobed nucleus. These cells protect the body against diseases by engulfing bacteria and other foreign particles, and hence are called soldiers of the body. They also provide resistance against diseases by producing antibodies. There are 5 types, that are monocytes, lymphocytes, acidophils, basophils and neutrophils. We talk about monocytes. These are amoeboid cells having large kidney-shaped nucleus. They are produced in the bone marrow and they help in engulfing foreign particles as well as worn out tissues of the body. If we talk about lymphocytes, they are of the size of RBCs. They are round in shape. They have very large nucleus that almost fills the whole of the cell. They form 20 to 23% of the total leukocytes and are produced in the spleen and tonsils. The leukocytes are not phagocytic. They produce antibodies that provide immunity against specific diseases. Acidophils are also known as eosinophils. They form about 1 to 2% of the total leukocyte. Their cytoplasm is alkaline in nature. An acidophil has bilobed nucleus. They are produced in bone marrow. Their function is to engulf bacteria, secrete antitoxin. Now students, what are basophils? These form about 0.5% of the total leukocytes. Their cytoplasm is acidic, hence take basic stains. Their nucleus is three-lobed. They are produced in bone marrow. They release chemicals called histamine for inflammation that dilates blood vessels. What are neutrophils? These form 70% of the total leukocyte. Its cytoplasm is neutral. Its nucleus is 3 to 4 lobed. They are phagocytic cells and are produced in the bone marrow. Now students, we will discuss third type of corpuscles, that is blood platelets, which are also known as thrombocytes. These are spindle shaped cells. They help in the clotting of blood. Mammals contain non-nucleated blood platelets. Here you can see spindle shaped platelets. Blood is the transporting tissue that helps in the transportation of various materials in the body, such as transportation of digested food, transportation of oxygen to body cells, transportation of carbon dioxide from body cells to lungs for elimination. It also helps in transportation of excretory products from body tissues to kidneys for elimination. It helps in the transportation of hormones, etc. Now students, what is lymph? It is colorless or light yellow colored fluid that bathes all the body organs and is filled in spaces between them. It is blood without the RBCs and blood proteins. Now if we discuss functions of lymph, it acts as a middleman for the exchange of various materials between blood and various body tissues. It keeps the body cells moist and maintains the volume of blood. Now students, we will discuss muscular tissue. All types of movements are brought about in the body with the help of muscular tissue. If we talk about characteristics of muscular tissue, it contains long, fiber-like cells called muscle fibers. Muscle fibers may be present in the form of sheets or bundles. Muscle fibers are held together by connective tissue to form muscles. Muscle fibers are capable of contractions or relaxations. The muscle fibers contain long thread-like proteinaceous fibers called myofibrils. Muscular tissue is of three types: striped, unstriped and cardiac muscle fiber. Now students, what is striped muscle fiber? These are the most abundant type of muscle fibers found attached to all the bones, hence are called skeletal muscle fibers. They are voluntary in their activity, that is, they are under the control of our willpower. Example, movement of arms, legs, etc. These muscle fibers are bounded from the outside by an elastic but tough covering called sarcolemma. Here you can see sarcolemma is present. Bounded by the sarcolemma is a clear fluid called sarcoplasm. Here you can see sarcoplasm, which contains contractile fibrils called myofibrils. The myofibrils show alternate dark and light bands, giving a characteristic striped or striated appearance. Hence its name. If we talk about location, it is found attached to all the bones, but the most common parts to find such muscles are arms, legs, body wall, face and neck. Functions of striped muscle fibers. They bring about movements according to the will of an organism, or here you can say striped fibers are voluntary in their activity. Locomotory movements are brought about by striped muscles. Tongue movements are brought about by striped muscles. Now students, we will discuss unstriped or visceral muscle fibers. These fibers are spindle shaped. Its fibers are arranged in the form of thin sheets. Each muscle cell is uninucleated. Uni means single, so you can say it is having single nucleus. They contract slowly but can remain contracted for long time and do not get fatigued soon. So they are involuntary in nature. So you can say These are not under the control of our will. They are bounded from outside by simple plasma membrane. Here you can see simple plasma membrane is present. Myofibrils in this muscle fibers do not show any light and dark bands. That is why they are smooth-walled or unstriped muscle fibers. Now students, if we talk about functions of unstriped muscle fibers, they are involuntary and are not under the control of willpower. Peristaltic contractions are brought about by the smooth muscles. In some organs, smooth-walled muscles contract throughout the organ to produce extrusive movements such as in the urinary bladder, gallbladder and the uterus. Now students, we will discuss cardiac muscle fibers. These muscle fibers are found in the walls of heart only, hence their name. Their structure is in between the striped and unstriped muscle fibers. They show light and dark bands in their myofibrils. It is formed of short cylindrical cells. Its fibers are arranged in the form of network. They are uninucleated. Word uninucleated means having single nucleus. They contract quickly and rhythmically and are not under the control of will, thus are involuntary. Now students, what is nervous tissue? It is a highly specialized tissue due to which the animals are able to perceive and respond to stimuli. Now students, what is stimuli? Any change in internal or external environment that brings about response in the body is called stimuli. If we talk about response, change or reaction of the body due to stimulus is called response. It is characterized by following properties. It contains specialized cells called neurons. Here you can see it is neuron. The neurons usually have star-shaped cell body or cyton or perikaryon. The cells are capable of perceiving the external as well as internal stimuli. The neurons are capable of transmitting and conducting nerve impulses from one part of the body to other. As we have discussed, the unit of nervous tissue is called nerve cell. This is nerve cell. It has star-shaped cell body known as cyton. The cyton has one to many highly branched projections. The cyton or cell body is covered by simple plasma membrane. Bounded by the plasma membrane is the ground substance called neuroplasm. It has single nucleus in the center. Here you can see it is nucleus. The projections which arise from the cell body are of two types. First is dendrites or dendrons, which are one to many highly branched small projections. They carry messages towards the cell body. And axon, it is a single long projection of uniform thickness. It carries messages away from the cyton. The highly branched end of the axon is called terminal arborization. The terminal arborization of axon of one neuron is very closely placed to the dendrons of another neuron to carry impulses from one neuron to another neuron. This close proximity is called synapse. And the space present between two neurons is called synaptic cleft. If we talk about location of neurons, neurons are found in the brain and spinal cord. Functions of nervous tissue. Nervous tissue controls all the body activities. Nervous tissue coordinates between various body parts during any body function. Dendrons carry nerve impulses towards the cyton, whereas axon carries nerve impulses away from the cyton. Now students, you must be able to answer the following questions. Tabulate differences between striped and unstriped muscle fiber. Discuss the functions of cardiac muscle fibers. Where are the following tissues located in the body, that is unstriped muscle fibers? Thank you everyone.